cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no.
Don't want to stay.
Talk to Me is a movie about a couple of teenagers who are completely unbearable and find an embalmed hand, and the embalmed hand allows them to talk to spirits. While they're talking to spirits, I guess because of the part of the multiverse they're in, they engage in behaviors that no one would. But here we are. So, what's good, y'all? We are back with another review, and today I want to talk about a movie called Talk to Me. Talk to Me is an Australian horror movie that everybody is losing their fucking minds over. I don't understand it. Why is it being called the greatest movie of the year for horror? But this isn't a good movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie. It's a dumb movie, more so than anything. I should preface this with saying I love the concept of the movie. That's what got me into the theater, from the trailer and just the idea when you think about it. But I hate teenagers. I used to be one. I found myself in the theater thinking that it was one of those situations, and I hate when it's one of those situations, where the trailer was better than the actual film. I get what you were going for. You know, creepy hand. And it's creepy. It's not scary. It's some level of creepy. But you got the hand. If you hold it longer than 90 seconds, you get possessed. You know, even using it for what it was supposed to be, it's not that they didn't hit it on the head. They did, but they missed some of the nails. It's not necessarily a movie that's original the way people say it is. It's not necessarily a movie that you haven't seen before, but it's trying to be a lot of things at once. It's trying to be elevated. It's trying to tell you a story or an allegory, or use an allegory to a degree to help its narrative. I could see how the more timid of us may be a little more easily swayed by how the movie comes off, but I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think it's really worth your money. Like the two main people, Mia and her best friend and the little boy, they're the three people that are probably doing the most lifting in the movie. They're lifting the heaviest load, and not even so much the main girl's best friend, because she kind of just has nothing to her personality, in my opinion. She's one of those people that plays it super safe, but she didn't believe the thing was real. So she's like, all right, fuck it, let's see what's up. We'll go to the party and see. She never touches it. But her little brother gets into it, and it's a whole thing. And they kind of overdid it. Like, you get the point that it's supposed to be like drugs, because the way they're having fun switching between, you know, all these spirits they're contacting and conjuring. They like niggas passing around lines of coke, and niggas just, yo, and everybody's just having a good time. Shit is moving fast. Can't even keep up with the time. You so high and having so much fun. That was dumb. If I was to walk into a room of a party where that was going on, I'm just going to walk back out the room and act like I didn't see that shit. I might just leave the whole party, because who knows what the fuck gonna happen in the house. Like, the opening scene was confusing, but you're automatically wondering to yourself, why are all these people pulling out their cameras? What's the point? And you see how that plays out with the dude stabbing him in the fucking head, or stabbing himself in the head. One of the guys that's the brother of a guy you see later. You can tell it was a group of people that had it beforehand, but they were being haunted, I guess, tortured by these spirits. And this guy gets stabbed in the chest, and the guy who does it is the guy who got stabbed brother. So then his brother takes knife out and kills himself, stabs himself in the head. It's crazy. But you don't even understand who they are in the movie until like an hour and 10 minutes into the movie. And that's another thing. The shit just drags along. I don't know if this movie would have been better for being 45 minutes or if it needed to be longer. Like, it's an hour and 35 minutes. I should not be looking at my drink and going like, this is kind of low. I should get up and refill it, because the movie is giving me the vibe that nothing's happening right now. This is pointless shit. This is a pointless part of the story. It's not like every scene matters. I didn't feel for these people the way they built it up and made you supposed to feel for these people. I heard them say that they didn't want to lean in heavy on the gore. They didn't want to do too much of anything, kind of so they could do a little bit of everything, which on paper should work, but it didn't really. There was like Saturday Night Live levels of stupid going on. Like, it just felt clunky. It didn't really feel suspenseful. It's overly dramatic, and like I said, the people, the effects they used, the camera work, the lighting, like I said, the actors just handling those scenes of being possessed. Everybody did a really good job as, being actors I've never seen before. I mean, I guess I know it's a YouTuber made movie, so I'm supposed to be on the side of them and everything, but it just didn't really do it for me, man. I think there are points where you kind of go, okay, we can kind of pick it back up, and it's just not well paced. Like I said, it should either be shorter or longer, because you get to the ending, and the ending kind of leaves you on the fence. I saw a lot of people didn't understand it. I understood what happened. You left a lot of loose ends. Like, it was parts of the movie that didn't get resolved because of how it ends. But also how it ends is very good when you think about it. And it took me a minute, because I was mad when I walked out the theater. I was like, I immediately said to the person I went to go see the movie with, I said, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I got more and more irritated as the movie went on. And by the time it ends, it was like, I see what you tried to do, but really? It's just some really stupid moments in order to make the things happen that need to happen. Like the best friend of the main character leaving the basement and just leaving her little brother down there to do whatever with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't even like you for real. They disrespected your crib. Oh, that one scene where the most annoying person in there, Haley, I think her name was in the movie, she's smoking in the girl's house, and the girl's like, you can't smoke in here. Why would you be smoking a cigarette in my house? And the girl's like, tss, with her fingertips, and then just flicks it across the room at somebody. The party over immediately. Get out. Party over. I don't know, man. It could have been done better. With that being said, it was done well. The actors really held it up. Like, between the mom, Mia's best friend, and the little brother, they're the highlights of the movie. Everybody else on camera is a fucking snore. Like, boring, annoying. If they're not boring, they're fucking annoying. Because boring would be the best friend's boyfriend, who the main character was trying to, fuck with the whole time. By the way, it had some funny moments in there too. A little bit of, toe sucking. I'll leave it at that. You go watch it. The most exciting part of his character was what happened to him when he got possessed. And then he acted like a little bitch, ran out the room after he asked to do it because he got embarrassed, or the demon embarrassed him. And then they do this montage scene of them basically just getting high. And this nigga's back in the circle doing the shit again and having a good time. Like, and then in other ways where you start something, you just completely abandon it or don't tell us what happened. And I'm not talking about with the hand. We didn't need to know where the fucking hand came from. That was part of why the hand would be the other star of the show. But yeah, like, the ending it really pissed me off, because the ending could have been everything it should have been. And probably everything they think it is. I heard Meat Canyon did a interview with them. Shout out to Meat Canyon. I heard he did an interview with the two YouTubers that directed it. And they said something to the effect of, there's a longer, more gory, or more fucked up version of this movie. And I think that's what they should have went with. Because this is very... What should have been a Wagyu ended up being a Delmonico. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at the Delmonico. I like them. But if I want Wagyu, nigga, you know what I mean? And I was expecting Wagyu when I came in there, and it wasn't that. Wagyu, whatever you call it, however you say it. You know what I mean? It was disappointing, which made it irritating. Oh, yeah, word to Crazy Frog. Apparently Crazy Frog is still popping in Australia. The places they used Crazy Frog, it was distracting. Didn't like it. The sound effect, that's the reason I'd say go see it in the movie. Because I was going to say, yeah, I can't tell you that. I was going to say just wait till it comes out on streaming to go see it. But I would say go see it in the theater only because the sounds they use do a lot of work too, and that helps keep you in. Even though to me they were kind of peaking. I'm no expert. Kind of just felt like a longer YouTube video than it should have been. I know that's kind of fucked up to say, but that's how I feel about it. I only watched it one time. I watched the review when I got back home of Amanda the Jedi. She said she watched it 3 times and she loves it. So I thought maybe I just need to watch it again, but I don't know. My personal score, like I said, I'm giving it like a 5.5. It's better than 5 out of 10. But I can't really. Nah. 5 is too low. I gotta go 6. Cause the acting counted. It was really good where it mattered, but also you got to think this is a more sanitized. I've had at least an hour or two to really think about how I felt about this, and had I just come home and sat down and just hit record, this would have been a very different review. That's it. I would say go see it only to see if it works for you. But also you could just wait until it comes out on streaming and turn your fucking TV up really loud. Probably work just as well. It's not a lot there. It's just not a lot there. And I know people love the elevated horror thing, but yeah, it's not Hereditary. Stop comparing it to that. It's not that in any way. Ari Aster, that's disrespectful to him. Anyway, though, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Tell me if I sound crazy in the comments. Tell me if I'm missing something. Tell me if I should go watch it again because maybe just some of it didn't go, just get with me. But I would also say to you, okay, I'll watch it again, but let's be fair. The little girl could have just went to therapy. She could have just went to therapy or, like a normal teenager, did some actual drugs. Couldn't have hurt. Max, actually, it would have hurt a lot less than what happened. But I'm out. I'm just trying to fly with you. I'm just rhyming for the time being, trying to find the meaning. These days shit so eclectic, I really live like I'm dreaming, but I still hit the sheets and see my